Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Minivex weekly series hashtag 4 crayons presented by Minivex Esports. I'm Saithra and I welcome you all to match number 1. It's time for a angle, and here we go. The flight path is here, initiating from the western regions of Georgia, finishing off towards the southern regions of Novorepnoi, and the flight path currently favoring the western regions and the southern regions of Erangel map, even the southwestern regions. But it will be difficult for teams to head towards Primorsk, heading to its school apartment. That's going to be a long distance to cover up. That's going to be a very long ride for teams. And heading towards 70, that's going to be difficult too. So maybe teams will grab vehicles if they want to head towards 70. But most of the times, the teams, if flight path is not favoring the primary drop location, they usually start heading towards the secondary drop location. That's what teams have been doing right now. First circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen, and first circle is favoring the western regions of Erangel, Quarry deep inside the circle. Even Getka is deep inside the circle. But the fight has started, and that's Team 20 who has faced a casualty, maybe. That's not like us, losing their player Kusha. And that's a early setback coming for team not like us. And maybe Vinny is trapped too. The grenade right on target by Jihad. Vinny gets knocked out, and the flush will come in immediately. And this could be probably second elimination point. Yep, second elimination point for Team Legend Killer Elite. Great start for them. I mean, you cannot expect a drop flash coming in from hospital. This is something that happens very rarely. A drop flash coming in from hospital, but I mean, Team Legend Killer Elite, they'll be lucky this time that they didn't face any casualty. Ixizo, he's so much low, but he is still alive. He's still with his teammates. Razor on the other end gets knocked out. That's Power Baby knocking down Razor. Team DT. Razor will be flushed out. Fight coming in from Query. That's a good start for Team DT. Getting that first elimination right in the initial stages. Side gets knocked out by Albatard. And maybe that's Team Stilty Esports. A lot of teams fighting right in the initial stages. Adam gets knocked out in retaliation. Stilty Esports. A lot of pressure on them. And fight coming in from Georgiapur Big City. So much amount of teams right now present in Georgiapur Big City. If you count it, it's almost 5 teams right now present here. This is a big city. You can maintain distance if you want, but how much distance are you going to maintain? Still, it is going to be chaotic. And situation has now become chaotic. Team ROZ, they are completing their loot on the back-end areas. Still, the Esports, they are trapped. They're in a sandwich situation, and they are maintaining a dual split for now. Rita, solo player near Pico, and Rita gets knocked out too. Stealthy Esports now, they are down to just 2 players. Adam got that revival, but even Adam needs time to heal himself up. Rita, Pico, both of them will be flushed out. And when is Rosavella gonna close in? Because I guess Rosavella closes in, we'll get these 2 additional eliminations for them. Or this could be their first elimination point of the game. Rosavella still holding. Not too much. Rosavilla, not too much excited. Been playing very much cautiously. They don't want to face casualties for now, and they know there are a lot of opponents in Georgiapur Big City. Meters, but he saw some pixels there, and that's Team Fia Moldovan. Even Fia Moldovan maintaining a 2-hour split, but the players are giving 1 point cover to each other. So even if that's a split maintained by Fia Moldovan, it's absolutely fine because players are facing no issues. Even Team EXF has faced a casualty. Exiled Fighters, they lost Sipe, and they're lacking in numbers. And they have to wind up this fight as soon as possible now because they have to head towards the circle as well. Chris gets knocked out. And that's QRX Esports, ladies and gentlemen, who is into fight. And QRX Esports, they love aggression. They love to fight in the initial stages. And all-seeing eyes, they're down to 2 players. Dansko, Fregnite, both of them now retreating towards the safe zone. This is the first match of the grand finals. And you wouldn't want to get eliminated right in the initial stages. Albatard gets knocked out. And the end is near now. Adam is the last man standing, and it's just about time. Rosovlia, will they choose to cross the road? Will they choose to close in? Yep, Rosovlia has already closed in, but Nikit has been knocked out. And Freaka, he's not freaking out for now. Freaka is going for the revival, but here goes on that sticky bomb. Can the confirmation be seeked? No, not for now. That sticky bomb barely causes any damage. Elbatard gets knocked out. Adam got the revival, and here goes the grenade. Oh, Elbatard was about to get flushed out there. So much pressure right now on Stealthy Esports. They're running here and there for their lives. Still, Elbatard didn't get that revival. So the players are breaching in. Adam knocks down Nikit. Welcomes him really well. But Adam needs to look for himself too. Those windows, I mean, Rosovlia Esports can find angles on Adam through those windows. So Adam needs to be careful. And he's moving a lot. Elbatard will be flushed out. Adam faking by the grenade. When he pulls, and just one player underneath him. The revival process has initiated, and now it's a 1v2. Adam again pulls the grenade, moves in, oh, knocks down a player. That's brilliant by Adam. Freaka gets knocked out this time. Time to pop in that medkit. Nikit is closing in. It's really very quick. And now Rosovlia Esports, they've regrouped inside this apartment. So now this 1v2 turns into a 1v4 for Adam. Get some more ammo for himself. Can he get some nades? No, he doesn't get any nades here. So this is extreme level difficulty for Adam to go for this clutch. But is he the man? Can he make it happen? Oh my goodness, grenade right on target by Hugo Boss. And Stealthy Esports gets eliminated on 21st position. And immediately now Rosovlia Esports switches on to team Fia Moldovan. Well, this is going to be a big battle too. Fia Moldovan versus Rosovlia Esports. But, yeah, Fia Moldovan, even they are maintaining a split for now. Mogoshi is trying to buy some time, not really in a mood to initiate fight with Rosovlia Esports. He's waiting back, and he wants Rosovlia Esports to take the initiative. Dome, pinning down Zetus. Now patience is needed. The blue zone has triggered both these teams. Second circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen, and just four teams are out of the circle. The rest of the teams are present inside the circle. Circle moves for an eastern shift. Jumps out by Morgoshi. Nikit doing a great job. Morgoshi might get knocked out because of the blue zone. And I guess the finish feed has been read. Nikit knocks down Rabu as well. Dome. Got a bit late. Goes for the jump shot with that S12K. The job won't be done. Escale has a grenade right now in his hands. And can he at least knock down Nikit? Oh, Nikit. Well, his 6th sense will let him out. So goes for the jump shot. Connections will be made. Dome has been knocked out. Maybe Zetas will get knocked out too because of the blue zone. Escale will be taken down by Nikit. He's everywhere. Well, Nikit is the MVP of this war. He's brought 3 eliminations in and delivered when it was needed the most. Nikit is the man. And on 20th position, Fia Moldovan gets eliminated. It all comes down to 19 teams and 63 players. And if we head towards the bridge, that's OSG. They are fighting QRX. QRX, as always, they are playing aggressive. Hutch will be targeted for now. 2 eliminations for QRX. And Hutch is the new guy showing up for QRX, I guess, yesterday. Maybe the day before yesterday. Yesterday. QRX wasn't present. QRX Hutch wasn't present in QRX. Hacker, I'm seeing Hacker as a new player as well. So QRX Esports has changed their lineup, maybe. 2 new additions to this team. And let's see how this crew works for QRX. Well, they've been playing with just 3 players in this game, and they've faced a casualty right in the initial stages, but that's absolutely fine. It's part of the game. But the most, surprising thing is, they're playing with just 3 players. They've already faced a casualty, but despite of that, there is no room for patience. They are still trying to initiate fights. They are still playing aggressively. Try Esports, well, they are having their eyes on Team DT. And maybe FBI and Razor, yep, they are out of this game. Who gave them this casualty is the question for now. Dansko gets knocked out of ASE all-seeing eyes. They are continuously fighting. This is Alpha Esports, ladies and gentlemen. All-seeing eyes, Freight Knight is the last man standing. Oh, what a blunder by Freight Knight there. Couldn't connect a single shot, and Rolozor was so much low there. Just one bullet was needed to take him down, but that can be done. And that's the end of ASE All-Seeing Eyes. Gets eliminated on 18th position, and now it all comes down to 17 teams, 58 players, killer crew playing passively as always, and they always take time to start. They start patiently and then they go aggressive. Rolozor will be touched out. Oh, Beerus will be taken down. You can't go alone just by yourself. You need your teammates around. Legend Killer Elite faces a casualty. He went for that grenade, immediately cancelled it. I don't know what went through his mind. And now Alpha Esports, I guess they are looking forward to go for this third party. And they might get huge returns on this investment. Jihad knocking down 23. Confirmation will be immediately seen. Zizo will be taken down. And Team Ike gets eliminated. Legend Killer Elite, they're eliminated on 16th position. Killer Crew still in that same compound. Alpha Esports, third party right on time. And both the targets have been eliminated. And just like that, AAC will secure this compound for themselves. Right at the center of the circle they are. And a good flexibility by AAC as well, because whenever they want, they initiate fights. Whenever they want, they hold. Till now they've been holding, but immediately when they heard those gunshots, they closed in. Got extra eliminations for them. Clear their compound. Now it depends completely on them. Will they get inside that compound, or they want to play in open areas on this ridge? Well, both these things work. Circle moves for a Western Chef. That compound is not present inside the circle. Well, the compound is present inside the circle, but not right at the center. But I guess Team All-Stars might end up securing that compound for themselves. What about Killer Crew? Are they going to start moving? Or are they going to hold wherever they are? Right on the northeastern edge of the circle. And that's Team Ivy, I guess. Illyrian Brothers. And Illyrian Brothers checking out some shots. And their eyes are on this compound where KKR is already holding. So they're just looking forward to create an opening. And as soon as they do that, maybe a slamming will be expected. But Jolie gets knocked out of Team KKR. And All-Stars, are they gearing up to go for the slam? And I don't think so. They're having a good ridge with them and heading towards a compound. But, I mean, ditching this ridge and heading towards that compound won't be a good decision. But the position they have chosen for themselves, this is a very small playing area. And whenever a team holds in this small house, they always lack with breathing space. So that might be the scenario with Team All-Stars. They gotta be careful. If they are surrounded by opponents, it's almost game over for them. And Team OSJ, I mean, they are continuously making changes in their lineup. Now another new player shows up, that's Irem. No Mikasa again for OSG. I don't know what's wrong, what their strategies are, but yeah. Mikasa is no more in this lineup maybe. Team Forever, no finishes yet. Rose of Leah Esports, again they are into action. And on the negative side on the finish feed, one of the players have been knocked out. Bigger Boss is out of this game. Boss will be targeted for now. Boske trying to trace down Nikin, but that retaliation was much more better. Nikin goes for a 1v2. He's unstoppable. Takes down Messi, takes down Boske. Leo Esports down to 2 players, but they're still in this fight. You cannot count them out. Uh-oh, Marin gets knocked out too. And this is huge, huge trouble for Team Leo Esports. Aero now getting out of this situation. Maybe he will retreat to his zone. Oh no, he's heading to his Naked, and Naked is about to pull off a 1v4 against Leo Esports. This is just getting too side. But this time, Naked will be knocked out. Just overcommitting there.
getting himself into the line of fire of Aero. That pre-fire was right on point. Aero going for the revival. Stage 4 is about to begin. He has to make it quick. Zetas closes in. Aero will try to tracing. Maybe Zetas will try to switch the seat. If he does that, Aero will be the target. Marine heals himself. Is this a 1v2 for Zetas? Yes, it is. Can he make it happen? Marine gets knocked out, but Zetas will be taken down by Aero. That's good synergy and good communication between the players of Leo Esports. And that is the elimination of Team Rosalia. They get eliminated on 14th position. Absolute aggression by their side. Not at all compromising. They see opponents, they fight them. There's no other option. There's no safe play. There's no holding. Nothing else. Just one strategy they know, that is getting as many eliminations as they can. 13 teams now in a total of 39 players are alive. Stage 4 has been initiated. Circle moves for a western ship. And KKR has to move now. But I guess there is an unexpected slamming on KKR. And that's Team IB, Illyrian Brothers. But the war hasn't started yet. But KKR is just taking some time to move lane sap. They are into action. Lost Umbrid Bolte right in the initial stages maybe. Or they lost him now. Maybe they lost him now. Scar, after surviving. Oh, straight away the slam coming in from Team KKR, and that's the end. Rain Sab gets eliminated on 13th position. 12 teams are now alive and a total amount of 35 players. And this is a huge number as compared to 4th Circle. 35 players, 12 teams. It will just get difficult for the players here onwards. Baka Paka gets knocked out. That's third party coming in from 22 Esports. 22 Esports and another team, I guess, targeting KKR for now. They are fighting 2 teams at a time, I guess. Smokes are being deployed by Team KKR, but here comes the that goes in. Oh, that's ruthless. Jolie is the last man standing. With that S12K in his hands. Again, he'll get a chance. He'll get a chance to take down at least one player. But now, finally, 22 Esports can stop. Jolie goes for the pre-fire, and he'll be taken down by Kylie's. And that's the end. 22 Esports, they win that fight with absolute ease. Team Killer Crew gets eliminated on 12th position. Maybe Team Forever, I guess they knocked out a player of Team Killer Crew from this much range, but they didn't get that confirmation. But I believe that first opening was created by Team Forever, and after that, Team 22 Esports, their attention was drawn by Team Killer Crew as well. Soya knocks down Nightmare of OSG. OSG has been playing so much passive till now. Finally, now they have to fight. And Soya following the players of OSG with that hovercraft. But now that hovercraft is sort of stuck. Now Iron Man won't fail this time. The new player, the new addition delivers right when it needed the most. OSG survives. Revival is the main problem here. It's a wooden shack. Anytime you can expect a slam in here. Well, they've already cleared one. They've already defended one. But can they do it again and again? But no team now trying to go for that slam in circle number 5. Ladies and gentlemen. Circle moves for a Western Arcep. OSG far away from the circle, but they know how to move quickly. They'll swift towards the circle. 22 Esports Kylie's rotational clashes with Team Forever maybe. And I guess 22 Esports will push to the second advantage. There's no other space where they can hold, but just 2 players pushing on a 4-player strong team. I mean, that's a difficult pick. And I guess 22 Esports would like to play a bit more passive. They would like to try their luck. But they're gonna be stabbed by 2 teams at a time. Team IB is gonna punish Team 22 at the same time. That's Team Try Esports as well. And Try Esports, one angle they need to create, and they might get their hands on both the players of 22 Esports. IB down to 3 players. As John gets that revival. No elimination has been secured so now. That's quite surprising because IB, I mean, they closed in a lot of times near their opponents, but surprising they didn't manage to get any elimination for them. Nightmare and Iron, both of them been eliminated from this game. Moltro and Chilgai, the most experienced players of Team OSG, are now surviving. And let's see what their experience can bring to the table. Uh-oh. Boy, hope he knocks down little boy of Troy Esports. Formation will be immediately seeked. That's Team TS, ladies and gentlemen. Team Shadow. Boy, OP is though. Solo man surviving. He spots Young, punishes him. And now he has to move more deep inside the circle. And he gets a squad inside the circle too. But I guess he wanna move in much more deeper. Oh no, he became greedy. Really took it down. Team Secret gets eliminated. Too Sweet gets knocked out. That's Sadix of Team DT. He has revealed his position too. So now there's no way he's heading towards the circle. All he can do is just continue battle. And now he'll be spotted. And Blue Zone will take him down. Team DT gets eliminated on 8th position. Doc will get now enough time to revive his teammate, his buddy. Leo Esports. Oh, they are out of this game. One grenade right on target. And that's the end of Leo Esports. Team Forever, they're on Rampage. Just 3 eliminations. But why am I calling them that they are on Rampage? Because they have 4 players alive. They have numbers advantage. They have an army of players. They have circle advantage too. So I guess Team Forever might end up winning this game. Hands down. I don't find any other team as strong as Team TF right now. And I believe this game is theirs. But if they make any mistake from here, there is still a possibility that things might go south. So they have to be very much careful. And there is no room for mistakes. You cannot be overconfident in the end circle if you have all your 4 players alive. So Team TF has to keep that key point in mind. And the pace of the game has slowed down a bit, maybe. OSC will enter the circle, but they will first try to clear the back. 22 Esports, they've started rotating, and straight away they'll head on to Team TF. They move so much close, but that backstab might come in. VZ will be taken down by Moltro. So Illyrian brothers, they are out of the game. They're eliminated on the position. Kylie wasn't way too open. Ryzy, last player surviving for 22 Esports, and at a time fighting 2 teams. OSC Moltro. Maybe trying to go for those grenades. Ryzy in a sandwich situation. And Ryzy knocks down Moltro. That's brilliant. That's genius. Oh my goodness. This time, Ryzy will be taken down. 22 Esports gets eliminated on 4th position. 3 teams and 7 players are now alive. Too Sweet goes for that long range grenade. Finds the connection. Sam trying to tackle Doc. And the 3 other players will focus on Team OSG. One of the players have been knocked out. Tilga will be taken down, and that's the end. OSG gets eliminated on 3rd position. 2 teams, 6 players. It's a 2v4 clear fight, and TF is present inside the circle. So I guess they'll make Team All-Stars suffer here. They'll make them take the initiative. That's just salt on the wound. They'll make them take the initiative and march towards the circle. That's the strategy, I guess, you'll see from Team All-Stars. And that's just Rudy, who has been contributing in terms of finishes. No other player has contributed it. Just Rudy, like a one-man army. They're now contributing in terms of finishes. And Team TF now, they're closing in. They're trying to strengthen their grip over this fight. Oh, Turbo gets knocked out. This is not good. This is not good. Cannot get through. Team All-Stars. Too Sweet gets knocked out. Aaron with a brilliant spotting. Doc, last surviving. Doc goes to the racing. Rudy uses the seed. And Rudy finds brilliant connections there. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. Team Forever. 7 eliminations. And they are the head of the table in this game. Winner, winner, chicken dinner for them. Hashtag 2 for Team All-Stars. This is just the beginning. This was match number 1. We have still 3 matches left. And we cannot call TF as the winners of grand finals just after the winner chicken dinner in the first game. So, yeah. This was just the trailer. The picture is yet to be completed. So we'll be taking a short break, ladies and gentlemen. And right after the break, we'll be witnessing match number 2. Till then, I want you all to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Minivex weekly series hashtag 4 grands, and now it's time for match number 2. It's Durango, and here we go. The flight path is here, initiating from the northern regions of Impala and finishing off towards Monte Nuevo, completely favoring the central regions of Miramar map. And yep, it's going to be very much easy to head towards the central regions. Well, Miramar is the map of discipline, and teams, they go absolutely nuts in Durango and Rondo, but here in Miramar, most of the times I've seen teams playing with absolute discipline. Isn't that crazy? In all the other maps, teams, I don't know why, what makes them play so much cautiously in Miramar. All the teams respect Miramar so freaking much. Teams, they play very much cautiously. I mean, they respect this map, they play respectfully, they go towards the primary drop location, and they don't play very much aggressively. They do become aggressive in the later on stages, but not right in the initial stages. But here we go, Leo Esports, they are taking on team ASE, and all seeing eyes immediately after dropping. Are they gonna be eliminated? Well, that's AES, ladies and gentlemen, or Alpha Esports. Immediately after dropping, is Alpha Esports gonna get eliminated from this game? This shouldn't happen, and Soya gets knocked out. Ninja, Miles, the duo surviving, and Miles is way back right now, trying to loot. Ninja is in close range. He has an M1 Gerard. Can he make the most out of it? 22 Esports as well. Risey got knocked out. And that's such a huge cluster. How many teams are here? Wow, Hasi and the Del Petron, so many teams. You gotta be kidding me. It's such a huge cluster. Team Kikia right in the outer skirts. Fia Moldovia again. They're forcefully into a drop clash. Even team NLU. And 22 Esports as well. So 4 teams in such a small region. Hacienda del Petron is not a mega drop location. It's a very small portion. It's a small hacienda. And 4 teams? Absolutely freaking not. You cannot loot here. There is no way for 4 teams to collect loot. And teams are now messing up with each other. Team NL getting 2 eliminations. But a casualty as well. 22 Esports just isolated. And they just want to fight 1 team at a time. Arabu will be taken down. Fia Moldovia. There's going to be 2 consecutive early eliminations for them. And that's just sad. And now gradually, 22 Esports, they're closing in the distance. Back-to-back grenades on Kusha, this time a Molotov. But that won't really bother Kusha at all. KK are just waiting in the outer skirts. They will go for that third party. QRX Hacker, so much closer he is. And I guess later on, QRX Esports will execute that third party too. Because QRX Esports, I mean, they love chaos. So yeah, it's just a matter of time. And within a few minutes, maybe QRX Esports will be seen in Hacienda del Petron too. The first circle got initiated. It's favoring the central regions of Miramar. Even the northern regions are present inside the circle. The eastern regions too. Tryhard Esports, they're heading towards Spartona. Well, they're justifying their name. They're really playing in a tryhard way. They headed towards Spartona, which was miles away from the flight path. But still, I mean, when you love your drop location, you put in everything just to access your drop location, and that's what they've been doing until now. But Katie gets knocked out. Kylie's gets knocked out too. She's killed. She's on the rooftop, but she can't do much. But she can see 2 players right in front of her, but the gun combination she had is not that much enough. Killer crew. Straight away, they'll be closing in. And maybe now Shiskill, she'll just jump down and just try to revive one of her teammates. Jobby. Can he take down Shiskill? No way! Headshot connections will be made by Shiskill with that SLR. Oh my god, Hacker in the mid-air takes down Shiskill. That's Shiskill taking a taste of her own medicine. QRX Esports with a third party out of nowhere. And this is what I was talking about. QRX Esports will be seen in Hacienda del Petron. It was just a matter of time, and here they go. Guns blazing into Hacienda del Petron. They're on fire. And that's why I love watching QRX Esports. They never hesitate. Never hesitate to initiate fights. This time as well. They didn't wait much. They just completed their loot. And as soon as they got an opportunity, they invaded Hacienda del Petron. But it's a 4v3 fight. They have to keep this one thing in mind. And they're going to fight against Team 20. That is team not like us. So Team NL has already taken down 3 teams, and QRX wouldn't want to be the 4th one. Though NL has just 5 eliminations, but those 5 eliminations are from 3 different teams. You have to keep that one thing in mind. Hutch brings in the first opening. Hacker moving in. So much pressure on NL right now. Tinga, when he is trying to move it. Goes for that free fire, won't be able to make this valuable connection. Rehan trying to rotate. Hacker in that 1v1 fight. And the final player will be taken down. That was Kusha. And NL gets eliminated on 18th position. QRX loses no player. None of them gets knocked out. And in a convincing fashion, they'll be conquering Hasi and the Del Petron. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Rosalia, Town 2-1 player. Hug Boss. Hugo Boss, last player in Los Leones. And that's all stars, maybe, who gave them so much casualties. Yep, 3 elimination all stars secured. So yeah, great start for all stars as well. Last game, they got hashtag 2. And whichever team gets a hashtag 2 in the first rank, I mean, there are so many probabilities of them getting eliminated right in the initial stages of an upcoming game. So in this game, there are chances of all stars getting eliminated in the initial stages. Well, despite of that factor, they initiated a fight, and they got 3 eliminations. So, I mean, they're really swimming against the tide, aren't they? Alpha Esports, last player Miles, heading towards the safe area, retreating towards the circle. ASC, with all seeing eyes, they've lost 3 of the players too. Dansko is the last man standing. Logic gives up. So all eyes on Dansko now. What can he bring to the table? How much can he survive? OSG, going for the rotation. Well, they're inside the circle now, and maybe they're trying to find a compound, maybe they're trying to find opponents. A lot of teams present inside the circle. I mean, 50% teams are present inside the circle, and 50% teams are out of the circle. Range Sap, when are they going to start their rotation? Because, well, they've started their rotation, they're moving. They headed towards Puerto Paraiso, as always. Range Sap, Puerto Paraiso, this is like a love story. Always. I've seen this team playing so much. And, I mean, in Miramar, they always head towards Puerto Paraiso. It's never, ever, ever surprising to me. But a matter of fact is, in Miramar, Udain Sap rarely faces any drop flash. I mean, they've secured their Puerto Paraiso in such a way that no team dares to head towards Puerto Paraiso if Udain Sap is in the lobby. And whenever they are in a drop flash, they end up winning the drop flash too. So they have such a good experience of Puerto Paraiso that no team tries to challenge them here. And they're going for a late rotation. That's deliberately done by Udain Sap, because they're not able to survive inside the circle. In the last game as well, they faced elimination in the initial stages. So their survival is becoming more and more difficult. So in order to tackle that, maybe Udain Sap, they'll go for a late rotation, so there are less players inside the circle. And then they will try to make things manageable for them. That's the strategy I can smell for the Insap. EXF. Well, that's Dansko of All Seeing Eyes, who's moving a bit closely. And he has a monster truck, so he won't be able to travel fast. So EXE might meet Dansko, and they can get off the mark by finishing Dansko and eliminating All Seeing Eyes right in the initial stages. And I guess they've spotted Dansko. Have they? Not yet. Yen gets knocked out. Leo Esports are surprisingly now they are fighting Team All Stars. And maybe All Stars, have they faced a casualty? Are they down to 3 players? Yep, Young will be flushed out too. So Leo Esports, my goodness, they've given a casualty to All Stars. That was very quick. And Doc, if he continues to stay in open areas, I mean, he'll be taken down too. There is a threat. Messi, this time he'll get knocked out. And that's Habu. That's tit for tat. Eye for an eye. Habu immediately switches on. 2 other players. So much low he is. That was a brilliant burst. Oh my goodness. And with that M. Duran, the Marine knocking down Habu. And Habu is absolutely confused here. Where those shots came from. He's in absolute disbelief. that how did he get knocked out there? And maybe now the revival will be provided. Habu is just watching, waiting for his teammates to arrive. And Messi is getting that revival. That's such a risky revival given by Marine. And now they have to secure that vehicle too. But getting back from this rock is going to be a hell of a task for Team Leo Esports. But I guess they will be able to do so. So yeah, Leo Esports, they'll save their teammate and they'll save their player. And now they'll try to take down Team All Stars. Baba Yaga has been flushed out. Team GE, what's wrong with them? Too Sweet gets knocked out again. Problems and just problems for Team All Stars. Again, the revival now will be initiated. Habu. He has that angle from the sidelines. Arrow is in such an open area, but he has that cover of the ridge. Doc, he has that height advantage, but Too Sweet, he's way ahead. And maybe revival won't be possible at this point. So All Stars, oh, Hubble gets knocked out too. So Doc now, he's the last man standing. This is what I was talking about. I saw it coming. All Stars getting eliminated in the initial stages. They got #2 in the last game. So this was expected. Bosque is in open. Oh, that's a miserable spray by Doc. Oh, finally, he connects a headshot on Bosque. But now Bosque retaliates. Not much of a damage will be dealt on Doc. So now, will he run? Does he now understand that this was just a sham? There was no need to hard push this fight. He's trying to hit towards his buggy. He's trying to capture it, and maybe he's trying to run for his life. That's not going to be possible. Doc is so much low. He has to drive this vehicle responsibly. If he gets stuck anywhere, that's game over. And popping those bandages while driving. Well, now he's in a secure spot, maybe. But now this compound is Doc gonna spot here. But this is entertaining. Watching Doc run. And his opponent's trying to chase him. QRX touch. He will be taken down. And that's the end. Team GE. Wow. Two of the players of GE were knocked out. That was a hell of a fight. Given by Hutch to Team GE. But finally now QRX, they're eliminated. Udain Sab moving very much closely. That's a close rotation. GE heard them. Doc will be taken down. All Stars, they're out. Maybe Doc knocked out a player too. So he fought like a warrior. And that's a respectful elimination for All Stars and Doc too. But Stage 3 got initiated, ladies and gentlemen. And Stage 3 will be moving for a Western Hard Shift. Most of the teams present inside the circle, just a handful of teams are out. Leo Esports now needs to increase their speed of rotation and reach the circle as soon as possible. Right at the center, that's Urain Sab. And yeah, circle moves for a Western shift. Urain Sab right at the center. Team Forever. Now, it's a huge question, how are they going to rotate? Are they going to choose the northern edge to rotate? Because right on the eastern edge, there's so much traffic. The chances of them facing a casualty are too much. Absolutely too much. So now Team Forever, they need to figure out, because a late rotation is always dangerous. And yeah, even they are being affected by the factors. In the last game, they got that winner chicken dinner, so there is a threat that they might get eliminated in the initial stages. So these are the initial stages of the game, till the 4th stage, where almost 15 teams and 48 players are alive. They wouldn't want to get eliminated so early, because you've done a fantastic job, and you need to maintain the pace, the consistency, but that's the accept. Bordering Team Forever, rotational clash. And Team Forever, they did choose the northern regions to enter the circle. Right now they're in northeastern areas, and they are still stretching their rotation. And if they keep on stretching it, and if they manage to head towards the northwestern edges, I mean, that will be a very clean rotation for them. A very easy and a very safe one. But OSG, I guess they are into action, and they were on the positive side of the finish feed, I believe. They didn't get the confirmation. That was a long range knock. That's Stealthy was in front of them. Adam, I believe he's the last man standing for Stealthy. Yep, I can only see Adam. Iron gets knocked out. That's Dansko stabbing Iron right in the back. And Dansko is the solo guy for all seeing eyes. If OSG gets to know that, the compound is gone. Dansko will be able to defend it. And maybe OSG will get to know that Dansko is the only player inside that compound. But Team Forever... Uh-oh. Aaron gets knocked out. And Team Forever straight away goes for the slam. And Adam is way too separated. So this is a 3v3 fight. But if Aaron gets that revival, then it will be a 3v4 maybe. Yep. Is he getting that revival? He's in way too open. There's no possibility of him getting that revival. Not at all. Third party coming in. Dobu survives for now. That's Team Secret, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe that was MVP. And Stealthy Esports gives Team Forever some space. But that doesn't mean that Team Forever is going to honor it. And going to go passive. Aaron hasn't been flushed out yet. And Team Secret, they are moving closer. Stealthy Esports just slowing down the pace of the fight. Not taking much initiatives. Leo MVP trying to move back. He's heading to his Itachi. Rikta's struggling so much behind that box. That box is Rikta's first opponent, I guess. That box isn't allowing Rikta to peek. But Leo, what a tracing that was. 4 times scope. Close range, but still such a brilliant tracing. And now 1v1 against Lil Boy. Lil Boy will be taking down Team 6's out of this game. But Leo has to get out of this position as soon as possible. Because that's Team Secret doing the third party. And they can ruin everything for Team Forever. But Tryhard Esports, they are still in this game. They're not completely eliminated. FBI is the last player standing. Lil Boy did get eliminated, but FBI is still in this game. So that was a wrong call, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sorry for that. They are not yet eliminated. But they're still in this game. But now FBI won't be able to survive much longer behind that small airdrop. And he'll be taken down by Statics with that pretty good grenade. That's the end. A 13th position in this game. Tryhard Esports gets eliminated. What's the use of heading to a Spartona? You travel so much. And then you enter the lobby empty-handed. That's disgusting. Jihad gets knocked out meanwhile. Playing Sap. Right at the center. They are fighting Team IK. Legend Killer Light. Back-to-back grenades. That's such a brilliant exchange of utilities there between Team Uday Sap and Team Legend Killer. And even Team Legend Killer, they are not ready to give up. Jihad will be flushed out. Scar's grenade right on target. Whiteman might get knocked out. Zezo, he closes in too. Vitamin did get knocked out. And now just 2 players surviving for Team IK, Legend Killer. That's L Killer, ladies and gentlemen. Just 2 players surviving for Legend Killer. Zezo now pulls a grenade. Scar is on his target. That grenade needs to be perfect. And won't be for now. Umbre Bolte from sidelines. Zezo's heart is in his mouth. And he will get knocked out. And now just 1 last player surviving. That's going to be Beerus. Legend Killer. And Scar right through the smoke takes him down. And that's the end. Legend Killer gets eliminated on 11th position. 10 teams and a total amount of 28 players are now alive. Stealthy Esports, they are being targeted by Team Secret. Wiko stepped out and open, and he'll be humbled immediately. And now it's time to flush him out too. Team DT takes advantage of the situation and they start closing it. This grenade will be spammed by Team DT. Shots coming in from the sidelines. Boy will be taken down. Team Secret, they are eliminated. On 10th position. 9 teams and 26 players. But now DT has to move towards the circle too. 177 meters. Maybe they won't be able to move because Stealthy Esports, they are closing in for that fight. They won this fight. Absolutely. And Stealthy Esports is moving close and close. But now the blue zone is affecting Stealthy Esports and even they don't have much time. But they don't have much options. And I guess fighting is not an option here. Stealthy Esports running now towards the circle. OSG Esports, are they out?
Just first casualty for OST. But now I guess there will be a series of casualties. Iron gets knocked out. TT Power Baby that was. Still guy. But trying to make situation manageable. Nice reflex there by Chill Guy. Static gets knocked out. Sadix will be flushed out. And maybe Chill Guy, he made it to the safe area, I guess. No, he'll be taken down. And that's the elimination of Team OST. They get eliminated on 8th position. Chill Guy. Because of the blue zone, he got eliminated. So yeah, nobody could take him down. Base out versus GE. GE is out. Scar battling with blue zone and GE at the same time. And Udain Sap in this game, 7 eliminations. They are into top 6. Kingston gets knocked out by Sam. And by the way, Team Forever, they made it to the top 6. So it's kind of a decent performance by Team Forever. And they're not done yet. They are not done yet. But Sam's frag has been stolen there. So a loss of point for Team Forever. But now they're into top 5. Now one more placement point they'll get. Alpha Plays gets knocked out. Right when Team Udain Sap was rotating, Alpha Plays got knocked out. He won't be saved. And the other teammates, Prime and Scar, entering the circle in style. But Prime gets knocked out. The shots will keep coming in. And maybe Messi now. They'll put in the final nail in the coffin. But he doesn't have an angle here. And Leo Esports, you gotta be kidding me. 15 down eliminations. How on earth did they do that? And just like that, I guess Udain Sam, they're down to 1 player. Scar trying to survive there. Inside that small stable. Rikta gets knocked out. Albertard goes for the slam in, the desperate slam in. 1v1 with Hook Boss. And both of them. Oh, Hook Boss will be taken down. The third party coming in from back in areas. And he actually gets eliminated too. So they third partied Hook Boss. And after that, the last player got eliminated because of the blue zone. Sam will be taken down by that Molotov. And elimination coming in. Albertard is out. He saved his teammate, by the way. He saved Rikta. And he gave his life. The Stolty Esports, they made a comeback in this game. They see top 3 for them. Better than the last game. But Leo Esports assassinated the lobby. And they're gonna get a 21 finishes. Winner chicken dinner. Can they get a 21 eliminations winner chicken dinner? So even Leo Esports, they've made a massive comeback. Haven't they? Last game was pretty much miserable for them. This game, a huge jump on the points table. They gotta get this done as soon as possible. Scar is the last man standing, and here goes in the slam in. Scar knocks down a player, but Messi takes down Scar, changes the seat of the vehicle. That's the OG strategy of teams while going for a slam. And now Rikta is way out of the circle. The Leo Esports knows where Rikta is. Rikta was trying to enter the circle, but Rikta won't be allowed to do so. And it is all over, ladies and gentlemen. 21 eliminations from this Miramar game. Team Leo smoked out this lobby completely. I hope you all guys have enjoyed, and if yes, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. We'll be taking a short break, ladies and gentlemen. And right after the break, we'll be witnessing Rondo. Till then, hit that like and that subscribe. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Minivex weekly series hashtag 4 grands, a PUBG mobile tournament. And here we go. It's time for match number T. It's time for Rondo. The flight path is here, ladies and gentlemen, initiating from stadium and finishing off towards Thin Long Garden. And now the recall phase comes in. Teams, they'll get a privilege of recall. So teams can go all in. Not all in, but just a 3-1 strategy will be maintained by teams. But teams will play very much aggressively so that they can get as many finishes as they can in this recall phase. And it needs to be good, especially for those teams who are struggling on points table. So if you want to make a comeback, Rondo should be the pick for you. First circle has been initiated, tooling right at the center of the circle, and the circle is favoring the southern regions of Rondo map. So yeah, in the first phase, there are going to be less teams inside the circle. A lot of teams, by the way, heading to his New York's factory. Team GE heading to his New York's factory. Rose of Leah, they are heading to his New York's factory too. And maybe teams are heading to his Yulin as well. Yup. Some of the teams headed to his Yulin. So half of the team heading to his New York's factory, half of the team heading to his Yulin. That's done by teams. That kind of a distribution has been done into teams in the drop accessing process. And immediately after dropping, Shiskel gets knocked out, and maybe the confirmation will be seen by the opponent who knocked out Shiskel. Team GE, well, their Rondo is brilliant. I've seen them performing in Rondo so many times. But let's see how do they perform in this recall phase of Rondo. And they're going all in. Taman, who headed towards that recall tower. Taman has been taken down, but Kid taking advantage of the situation, and nobody has seen him yet. Kid straight away heads towards the recall tower, presses the button, uses the recall beacon, brings back his teammate into the game. But still now, for the players still in the fighting zone, so still there's a chance where GE might get eliminated right in the initial stage. All-seeing eyes playing with just 3 players. OSG on the other end. Moltro may be heading towards the recall tower. And OSG initiating a fight with just one team at a time. And that is Team 19. Legend Killers. Chill Guy has been surrounded. Grenade goes right on Nightmare. Nightmare will be a bit lucky there that he didn't get knocked out. Irem. Just above that rooftop. Just above that roof. And Beerus is his target for now. Well, his responsibilities are pretty much clear to give cover to Nightmare. Hit to a 3v3 fight. And whoever gets the first opening will end up winning this fight, is what I feel. Irem right now, he doesn't have a vest. That's going to be a problem for him. Legend Killers, well, these players have no vest and helmet. So, this fight, both the teams are initiating with lack of loot. No vests in such a big compound, that's surprising. And Zezo gets knocked out. First opening has been seized by OSJ. 2 of the players of Legend Killers have been knocked out. Vitamin reviving his teammate. And Beerus will be sacrificed. OSG going for the revival too. So it's kind of the same situation, OSG and Legend Killers. 2 of the players have been knocked out. Irem becomes the savior and will give revival to both the players, Chilka and Nightmare. But again, Chill Guy will be flushed out. Nightmare will get that revival later on, but Irem needs to fight now. And Irem trying to bait his opponents by pulling the pin of that grenade. And now he gets some time to go for the revival. Irem spams the Destructor right in the smoke. Vitamin gets knocked out. And now definitely, I guess, Irem will successfully execute that revival. Zizzo, can he go for a 1v2? Well, the players are just going to use one door to enter the room. And Zizzo, with his crosshair placement, he was absolutely ready there. But still, OSG taking their time. They didn't close in, and they are focusing on their HP. Both the players were low there. But that was a fact. And OSG didn't overcommit. They took their time. And now maybe they will start right from the beginning. Irem gets knocked out. That's a problem for Team OSG. Nightmare is still trying to heal himself.
and not much communication between the players of Team OSG. And Nightmare dealt so much damage on Vitamin, but Vitamin waited there, and immediately when Nightmare stopped his pre-fire, he went inside the room, took down Nightmare. Both the players will get that recall, no need to worry. 2,300 meters away from the circle right now, Team OSG is. 8 eliminations, such a great start for Team NL. Team Not Like Us, performing really well in this recall phase. 22 esports, that was a surprise for them. That was Team Secret's story. Kaylee with a 1v2, humbling Team Secret. Pricey will be saved. And just 2 players of 22 esports fighting in this war zone of New York's factory. Not 2, but 3. So yeah. Now it's gonna be entertaining because Not Like Us, they're closing in for the third party. Kusha, the 1v1 against Kylie's. Kylie steps back. And now that smoke has been used, smokes have been deployed by Team Dangerous, so surely it will be difficult for Team NL to go inside. And Kylie gets knocked out. The opening has been created. 22 esports right now, they're on back foot. Slowly now. Team NL, they're trying to climb up. Another player gets knocked out. Kusha with most amount of eliminations contributed in this fight. And now the last player is surviving. And where is that last player? Pricey gets stabbed in the back. And that's the end. 22 esports' recall phase is over. But Team Not Like Us starting so well. 12 eliminations for them. 12 eliminations in the recall phase. This is probably the highest I've ever seen in my casting career, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be brutally honest here. Securing 12 eliminations without losing a player, without facing a casualty. This is a big deal. Sam gets knocked out. Team Forever. They're into action. And Job was the last player surviving. So, oh my god! Team Forever got eliminated from this game. That's a disaster. They got eliminated right on 19th position. I mean, 2 good performances for Team Forever and Riot and Rondo, and teams usually make a comeback. I mean, you can cover up the match points of at least 2 games in this Rondo, which is going to be done by Team Not Like Us, because they already have 12 eliminations, and if they end up securing 30 elims from here and a winner chicken, and that will be 40 points. So they've done nothing in the first 2 games, but they'll be able to cover up that lead. They'll be able to get the average points. So yeah, Rondo is a game where if you have not done anything in the first 2, you can still make a comeback and make it look like you've done average performance in 3 of the games you've played. So now, problems rising for Team Forever, because maybe they won't be the head of the table. Well, AAC got eliminated too, I guess. No, AAC just... Dansko is alive, and Dansko, well, he's trying to find a recall tower. And AAC is playing seriously. They are just playing with 3 players. That's a whole other topic. But last pair, Dansko is going for the recall. And is he going to find Team Rain Sap or Team NL? If that happens, it's game over for ASA. And maybe Team NL, they want more finishes. That's why they are waiting for this recall to be executed. And once it's done, they'll try to take down 3 of the players of Team ASA. Well, they don't know, I guess, that there is a player inside that compound. But when they'll see players falling from the sky, maybe then they'll get the closure, and then they'll close in to go for that fight. The Team Uday and Sam, they're down to 2 players. Alpha plays Amrit, both of them, they are out. They'll use the recall tower present in Yulin, so there's not much need of worrying. But now, they need to worry about the circle too, because maybe they don't have the vehicles here in Yulin. They gotta get out of here to find them. Third circle is about to begin. Well, Rondo moves so much quickly. Feels like just now this game started and we are already in the stage 3. Team Z, they're into action. And they're fighting Team 10. Which team is that? Let me see the slot list, ladies and gentlemen. I'm bad at remembering the names of teams and the slot numbers. Rose of Leah Esports. I'm bad with my memory, ladies and gentlemen, so excuse me for that. Rose of Leah Esports have knocked out Demon, Hugo Boss. Oh my god, Lord knocked him out. That final bullet making the headshot connection. Lord, so much lucky he is. And now 2 players of Rose of Leah Esports have been knocked out. Lord will hit towards Hugo Boss and he'll get that confirmation too. So much pressure now on Rose of Leah Esports, and Rose of Leah Esports chose bad opponent. I mean, not a really great opponent to pick a fight against. That's GE, ladies and gentlemen, and they perform incredibly well in the map of Rondo. So not a great opponent to pick a fight against. Circle moves for a southeastern shift, ladies and gentlemen, and both these teams are still present inside the circle. But now the threat is that these 3 teams, if they don't indulge in a fight, they will all move towards the circle. And they will enter the circle right from the northern edge. And if that happens, that's game over. It's game over for GE. They can get a lot of eliminations, but I feel like they'll get caught in third parties. So that could be game over for them. OSG versus team Stealthy Esports. Immortal has been knocked out. Nightmare is way back. Chill guy with his experience trying to make situation manageable. And here comes in the third party. Alpha Esports stabbing Albertard. And Stealthy Esports, now they gotta deal with 2 teams at a time. Irem using the situation. Playing for the revival for his teammate. Albertard, has he been flushed out yet? Not yet. Adam inside that vehicle. In the last game as well, Adam wasn't really able to contribute when his team needed him the most. He was hugely separated, and then he got taken down by some other team. And here as well, Adam is AFK, so it's... Albertard will be flushed out, as 2 players of Stealthy Esports are surviving. And OSG Esports now has started to breach that compound too. And maybe now Alpha Esports, they are trying to move a bit closer. Irem, he has got that angle from the sidelines. Enrique knows where Irem is, so a grenade is gonna visit Irem, and that grenade could be a bad news. Not for now. The grenade hasn't visited Irem yet. Well, maybe now Stealthy Esports doesn't know about Irem, and if that's the case, it's good for Irem but bad for Stealthy Esports, because that angle might bother Stealthy a lot. Stage 4 has been initiated. Circle moves for a centralized shift. Now, Illyrian brothers, even they find themselves on the western edge. So there are a lot of teams here. Such a huge traffic right on the western edge. GE Demon will be taken down. Team 23 losing their first player. It gets knocked out too. So this is problem. This is problem for Team GE. Baba Yaga is the last one standing, and he's heading towards Kusha. And that's team Not Like Us. Is Kusha the last player surviving for Not Like Us? I hope Kusha is not the last player surviving. It's super right behind. 18 eliminations? Are you kidding with me? This team is not stopping now. There's no way they are stopping. Kusha trying to heal herself. Kusha heals herself successfully, moves ahead. Misses that S12K, but now she connects. Kusha with 8 solo eliminations. Taking down Baba Yaga, taking down GE. 20 eliminations, and still there are 40 opponents in front of Team NLU. That's Team Not Like Us. In front of them, there are still 40 players remaining. Now 38. But oh, Urainsa might gatekeep the zone. Not Like Us, they have to choose some other pathway in order to enter the circle. Now this will be so much disgusting if Team Not Like Us gets eliminated on 13th position with 20 eliminations. So much heartbreaking it will be. But that's the brutality of this game. The game doesn't think twice to make you fall down. Doesn't think twice before giving you a reality check. Till now, Team Not Like Us, they were the head of the table. They were on 7th sky, but all of a sudden, seems like they fell on their face. OSG, they are out of this game. They're eliminated on 13th position. Vinny is the last player surviving for Not Like Us, and that's such a huge open area. She cannot afford to wait here. Vinny has to get out of here as soon as possible. Team Leo versus Team DT. Fight coming in from the southwestern edge. Southeastern edge, ladies and gentlemen. And for now, Team Leo, they're on the southern edge of the circle, so Team DT is just trying to poke them. And maybe Team DT is trying to clear their back as well, so they're trying to protect themselves. Power Baby has been knocked out, and Power Baby, there's no chance to save Power Baby. Aero gets that confirmation. And Leo Esports gets another elimination for them. That will be their 6th. And Leo Esports in the last game got a 21 eliminations winner chicken dinner, I guess. Yup. There was a 21 eliminations winner chicken dinner. That too in Miramar. And I don't know how they are having just 6 elimination here in Rondo. Despite of having that records are. It's completely opposite of what they did in Miramar. But I guess from this game, yep. Team Not Like Us, they are eliminated. They're eliminated with 20 elims. Maybe more than that. Or somewhere close to 20 elims. Noah will be taken down. Tadix and Peter, the duo surviving. Scar gets knocked out. Udain Sap. So many teams at a time are bothering them. Udain Sap. Unfortunately, they drew so many teams' attention towards them. And Alpha Plays needs an area to just rest for some time. And Dangerous Esports is right in front of him. He has no healings as well. All Stars heading towards the circle. Dangerous Esports. Oh god. Third party came in. Killer Crew. Going for rotation. Toby has to stop and Toby gets knocked out. That's Team Secret from behind. Taking down Toby, gets the plus 2. Alpha Plays finishing young. All Stars, are they out of this game? I believe All Stars, they're down to 2 players, not completely eliminated, but still hanging in. Itachi gets taken down. And that's the end. Team Secret gets eliminated on 6th position. It all comes down to 5 teams and 16 players, ladies and gentlemen. And Leo Esports has a chance to get another winner chicken dinner as they have the numbers advantage factor. Even 22 Esports, they're really good at Rondo. And they're justifying it. All their 4 players alive. But now they need to put this final nail in the coffin. And first of all, they need to plan about taking down Team Leo. They might need to collaborate with other teams too. Team Leo, they are on rampage. To the last game, the winner chicken dinner. Their confidence is on 7 Sky. They have the circular advantage. All their 4 players are alive. And if you ask me that which is the strongest team right now in the lobby, I would definitely call Leo. Team Leo as the strongest team right now in this lobby, in this Rondo lobby. They have 9 elims. Surely there are teams who have more eliminations as compared to Team Leo, but it's more than eliminations. It's about position. It's about numbers advantage. Alpha Esports trying to check out those grenades. Shiskill knocking down Kaylee. Team 22, I guess. Team KKR. Kaylee of Team KKR was knocked out. Risey finishing off Baka Paka, and Team Killer Crew gets eliminated on 5th position. It all comes down to 4 teams. 14 players. Shiskill. Ninja Fox gets knocked out. The flash comes in immediately, and Alpha Esports down to 1 last player, Soya. And Soya will be taken down too. Alpha Esports gets eliminated on 4th position. 3 teams, 10 players. It's a 4v4v2 fight, ladies and gentlemen. All Stars, again, they maintained their standards. First game, they got #2. Third game, they are inside the top 3. And they are still in contention. They're not completely out of this game. And you never know. They might get a winner chicken dinner too. But now, I feel like All Stars, they are fading fast. Too Sweet versus Marin, a 1v1 fight. Too Sweet goes for the Tem, goes for the barrel spray. Just reduces the HP of his opponent. That wasn't enough for sure. But maybe now, Leo Esports and 22 Esports will start fighting. And Too Sweet will get enough time to make situation manageable for himself. Or maybe he can enter the circle. Or maybe when Leo Esports will be vulnerable, he'll go for that third party. Leo Esports, they're heading towards the circle. They're 25 meters away. Too Sweet will be taken down. 3 of the players have been knocked out. And Leo Esports is fading. They're fading fast. Messi is the last player surviving. He's present inside the circle. He goes for that spray. He's in wide open area and surrounded by 4 players. And that's the end. It is all over, ladies and gentlemen. Winner, chicken dinner for Team Dangerous with a total amount of 16 elims. And hashtag 2 for Team Leo. 11 eliminations for them. I feel bad for Team Not Like Us. I'd like to count first how many eliminations they have. Team Not Like Us. On which position? They got eliminated on 11th position. Didn't even make it to top 10. Count the amount of eliminations they have. I mean, I'm bad at math. So yeah, 20 elims they had. 20 elims and a hashtag 11. That's disgusting. I mean, from their perspective, for me, that's miraculous. But from their perspective, it must have been disgusting for them. Playing so well, they weren't able to finish the game well. Well, they'll get more opportunities. The last Erangel is yet to be played. So we'll be taking a short break, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back with the final game of the evening. That is going to be Erangel. Till then, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Minivex Weekly Series Hashtag 4 Grand Finals PUBG Mobile Tournament. Final match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Orangle. This is the main event of the evening. The flight path is here, initiating from the eastern regions of 70, finishing off towards the western regions of Query. Look at the amount of teams heading towards 70. Is this a joke? Team GE, they are heading towards 70. Along with them, that's Team 19. Another team, that's Team Secret, heading towards 70. So triple threat gunfight it is. Not a drop flash, but a gunfight. And Demon, that was so much quick. Got a revolver there. Gets a knock. Getting a confirmation will be difficult. But Levi got that first confirmation. I guess he stole a frag there. Team GE. His two of the players are knocked out. Kid. Well, with the dagger, he's trying to finish his opponent so that he can get that weapon, but Kid gets knocked out too. Baba Yaga is the last man standing, knocks out Levi. And maybe Levi will be flushed out, and Baba Yaga now is trying to move closer. Yep, Levi will be flushed out. Itachi will be flushed out too. And Team G getting 3 eliminations immediately after dropping. Sorry? Well, he got the revival. How lucky is he? He got knocked out immediately after dropping. He was the first player to get knocked out. But despite of that, he got that revival. My goodness. So now Team Secret. Well, they are ready to turn the tide. Baba Yaga. He pulls a grenade. Maybe Baba Yaga won't be able to make those valuable connections on any player. A lack of loot right now is the main problem. Baba Yaga is so much confident that he pushes by himself. And he took down both the players. That's insane. With that grenade. Decreasing so much health of Baba Yaga. But despite of that, with that PP9 in Bison, he clutched a 1v2. And from this game, Team Secret has been eliminated. Right on 16th position. And they'll become the first team to get eliminated. And maybe Team G is about to join them, but you never know. Baba Yaga can pull off a 1v4 as well. A 1v3, well, against Team Legend Killers. And now Baba Yaga just waiting for Legend Killers to close in. They are being so much cautious. Proper pre-fires. Baba Yaga trying to find a loophole, but it's not happening. A jump shot, and Beerus won't fail. Baba Yaga will be shown levels. Team G gets eliminated on 15th position. But Baba Yaga really fought like a warrior, didn't he? Team Forever. Uh-oh, Team Forever is interested in this fight. Aaron with that AKM knocks down Kaylee. Sam hitting towards his teammate Dobu. Gets knocked out. Dobu is going to get finished out. Oh, that's a blunder. Aaron is the last man standing. Aaron will be taken down too by Tempest. Tempest with a clean sweep. That's a 1v3. And Team Forever fell on their face. Tempest in open, and Tempest gets knocked out. That's IB. Surprising Team KKR from the sidelines. Toby and Bakapaka as the duo surviving. And now Team Killer Crew. They are trembling too. They are just down to 2 players. And they're going to fight now. Army of players. Power Baby finishing alpha plays. Uday and Sab. They are fighting Team GT. This fight coming in from Query regions. With Sadix way behind. Power Baby needs to get out of that watchtower as soon as possible, because those grenades might knock her down. Prime cannot close in. 2 players will attack him. Especially Sadix from that off-guard angle. Even if Power Baby doesn't show any pixels there, Sadix will cause a lot of harm to Prime, and that's what he doesn't. That's what he cannot afford right now. And Power Baby very smartly not overcommitting, just realizing her responsibilities and holding inside that watchtower as much as she can. Rose of Leia Esports, they are into action. Naked gets knocked out, their star player, and Alpha Esports versus Rose of Leia. 2 players of Rose of Leia have been knocked out. Miles, is he the last man standing? Yes, he is the last player standing for Alpha Esports. He has a pump shotgun, but the revival is being provided, so Miles needs to be quick, or else it will be turned into a 1v4 then. Nothing much will be left. Breaker finishing down Somya of Alpha Esports. And Miles is now ready for this ultimate test. Can he pull this 1v4? Can he become a hero for his team? Oh, Nikit, so much smart he is. Just stood there with his aim right on his opponent. And he made that shot connection pretty easily. Miles will be taken down. Rosalia Esports wins the drop clash against Team Alpha Esports. Alpha Esports gets eliminated on 13th position. Well, IB seems like they underestimated their opponents, and Tempest gave them a reality check. Well, Tempest has been taken down, but teammates of Tempest gave them a reality check. Ace, he's the last man standing. Toby and Bakapaka trying to cross this huge open spot, and Toby gets knocked out. Bakapaka is the last man standing. It's gonna be epic 1v2. Bakapaka switches onto the pump shot again and makes connection. But no, Ace GG with the UMP45. He will take down Bakapaka. Bakapaka connected a shot, missed too, switched on to that M416. And Ace had so much time to finish Bakapaka. Ace, in fact, took so much time to finish Bakapaka. But he's still alive. That's a good news for him. He could have been eliminated here. So now just 11 teams surviving. All stars. Who are they fighting with? They are fighting with Team Dangerous. That's 22 esports, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, he's spamming that S12K. Forcing opponents to step back. Again, she goes for the pre-fire. No connection goes to the grenade. Habu is closing in. KD misses. With that pixel peak, Habu did get knocked out. With that squirrel burst of Kaylee, but Doc saving the tide for Team All Stars. And 22 esports gets eliminated on 11th position. 10 teams are now alive in this game, and a total amount of now 9 teams and just 27 players. Power Baby finishing prime. Uday Zap. They are eliminated on 10th position. Still to esports playing with just 3 players headed towards the Sniper Poliana. The looting process is now complete. So now we'll grab their vehicles and we'll start moving towards the circle. Legend Killers. Well, they've killed Team GE. Start. They wanted, they've got that. But now it's time to finish this game as soon as possible. There's so much less teams are now alive. And just aggressive intent by all the teams we've seen till now. Second circle has been initiated. Moves for a southwestern shift. OSG Esports trying to find opponents. And I guess they found Team All Stars. It will be a 4v2 fight. But still, OSG, they'll keep traveling. And I guess they haven't seen the players of All Stars yet. They're still trying to find out their opponents. And maybe OSG is playing passive. They're holding in this compound. Well, here they go for the hunt. Not waiting much. And they've seen some movement. Nightmare has spotted the players of Team AS in that compound. Yup. Nightmare suspects something. The fight has been initiated. Team AS opened their fire on Team OSD. The fight has been initiated. Doc with a brilliant burst. Doc knocking down Chill Guy. Wow. Just bare bullets. That opening has been created. Irem. He can be caught off guard here. But Irem. Oh, that's a huge flank angle created by Irem. Now Doc has the risk to get stabbed in the back by Irem. Even Habu, because he's in open. Nightmare gradually, maybe he'll start moving closer. Again, Doc launching those bullets. Maybe again on Chill Guy. Moltra and Chill Guy successfully they're closing now. And right back there, that's Team Not Like Us. So yeah, Team Not Like Us, gradually they will move it closer to... Uh-oh. Chill Guy gets knocked out. Moltra, he has that P90, but he isn't finding any pixels to make connections with that P90. Irem, Team Not Like Us punishing him. Nightmare goes for the well-cooked grenade, knocks down Doc. Moltra will try to move in closer, and Moltra gets knocked out by Habu. Nightmare, this is a must-win 1v1 for you. This is a do-or-die situation. You have to win this 1v1 no matter what. Habu is low, and Habu will be taken down by Nightmare. Very smartly, he just gave a pre-fire right in that empty spot. But here comes in Rosalia Esports, and not just Rosalia Esports, but another team with Rosalia, and that's gonna be Team Not Like Us. Hugo Boss gets knocked out. Naked has to handle the situation by himself, but goes to the free fire, knocks down Scream, and he takes down Mini as well. Switches onto the pump shotgun. The help has immediately arrived. Papa gets knocked out. Freaker surviving at just 50 HPs. And OSG Esports now, they are contributing in this fight too. They are giving their own touch in this fight. And sort of in a sandwich situation, Team Rosalia Esports is. Kusha is the last player surviving for Team Not Like Us. And Kusha jumps down, takes down a player. That's Freaker. Will be caught off guard. Freaker will be flushed out immediately. Chill Guy didn't provide that revival to his teammate. Kusha, so much pressure burning inside that Molotov. And Chill Guy gets Kusha. And now it's a 1v2. Chill Guy won't stop. Tries that 1v1 with Naked. And now it's time to pop in that first aid as soon as possible. But is there a chance of grenade coming in by Zetas inside this panic room? Then grenade did come in, but Chill Guy leaving that panic room right on time. But this time, Zetas finishing Chill Guy. OSG gets eliminated on 7th position. This is absolute cinema. And I just love when teams go absolutely nuts and play aggressively. Marin, Hero, the two surviving for Leo and Metro. Sent back to the lobby. Eco, so much open. Is he quick with his reflexes? No, he isn't. Arrow takes him down too, but that was reeked of with that off-guard angle from the sidelines. Takes down Rio, flushes him out too. Marin, no, the flush hasn't come yet. Marin is the last player surviving, but Arrow counting on his teammate. And I guess this grenade is gonna do the job. Yep. Marin wins that 1v1. Rikta gets eliminated. Stolty Esports gets eliminated on 6th position. But Legend Killers, they've arrived. Marin surrounded by his opponents. Revival is not possible. He has to get out of this position as soon as possible. Arrow submits. Won't give his frag to his opponents. That's pretty much clear there. Won't give his frag to Team Legend Killers. That's pretty much clear there. Marin should now press hard on the accelerator and run as fast as possible. And maybe now Leo Esports, they are in contention. DG Power Baby. Last player surviving. Virus gets knocked out. Rosalia Esports came out of nowhere and started bothering Team Legend Killers. Naked gets that confirmation. 7 eliminations for Naked. And this guy is just insane. As always. Naked is always impressive, isn't he? The Vitamin just behind Naked. He has to be careful. Grace will be coming in. Zezo pump shotgun. Fails this time. Zetas in bare HPs takes down Zezo. Vitamin. Last player he is. And Naked takes him down. Smart move by Naked, just baiting Vitamin. And that's the end. Team Legend Killer gets eliminated on 5th position. 4 teams, 7 players. DT Pubgm just surviving inside that house. Illyrian Brothers near Pachinki areas. Far away from Rosalia Esports they are. Look at Marin. My goodness, he ran so hard, reached Katka. But now Marin, I guess even you should now participate in fights because there's nothing left for you. Maybe. Well, maybe he'll try to get a winner chicken dinner because Team Leo, they're still in contention. Because winner chicken dinner in Miramar last game, they got maybe #2, I guess. And here as well, they made it to the top 4. So Team Leo can win $40 for them. So if they want that cash, I guess this last game is must win for them. And they'll chase down the #1 team eventually. Power inside that house didn't even open her fire, and Rosalia Esports just passing by. Power isn't even moving freely. Because Power thinks that if she moves freely, then maybe Rosalia Esports will hear her footsteps sound, and then they'll come and take her down. so much threatened right now Power Baby is by Rosalia Esports that she has to hide inside this small house. But this kind of a winner chicken dinner is, I mean, not that big of an accomplishment, is what I feel. Hilarion Bulls. Stage 4 has been initiated. And just 7 players are now alive in a total amount of 4 teams. Power Baby still inside that house. Hilarion Bulls, will they try to check their house? Marin now has to move. Rosalia Esports chasing down Hilarion Bulls. Power Baby hasn't been exposed yet. But yes, now Power Baby has been spotted. So Hilarion Bulls, they need to fight 2 teams at a time. Rosalia Esports and Team GT as well. Again, Power with that spray. Bestjan has been targeted. But Bestjan ended up in a very bad position. A shock. That too against a player like Nikit. So much good with everything. Grenades and gunpowder. And now I'd like to see how much time Nikit needs to create an opening here. Third party coming in from the back end areas too. Ace enters in open areas. And Nikit, just within 10 seconds of me saying how much time will he take to create that opening, he creates the opening immediately. He is quick. Stebro steps up. Nikit was a Stebro, and Stebro enters open area. Nikit hurt him. Knocks down Stebro. And the flush will come immediately, I guess. Hilarion Bulls, they're down to just 1 player. Bestjan inside that small shack. He doesn't have much area to move. Flush comes in immediately. And Nikit now just want some idea that player is sitting inside that shack. Once he gets that, yep. Now that confirmation has been seeked by Nikit that there is a player inside that shack, he'll start closing in. 4 grenades he has. And I mean, 1 grenade is enough to take down Bestjan. You don't even need 2. And Nikit takes down Bestjan. Through that small gap, he'll make those headshot connections. And Nikit is making this game look so much easy. Effortlessly, he's mauling his opponent. He's assassinating the lobby. Power inside that small house. Power has been spotted. Rosalia Esports. They are moving closer. Nikit pulls that grenade. Marin maybe from the sidelines. Might bother Nikit. And Nikit is the man who needs to be taken down. Another grenade used by Nikit. So Zetas is in a hurry. Zetas closes in. And now Power enters open areas. And Nikit didn't face any trouble there. Takes down Power. And switches his aim onto Marin, who was bothering Nikit from the sidelines. Nikit dealing great damage on Marin too. With that reflex. Now it's a 1v2 fight. Team Leo versus Team Rosalia Esports. Nikit knows that he's the last guy. And without wasting any second, just Rosalia Esports picking up their vehicles. And heading towards the last target, that's Team Leo's Marin. And the tracing now needs to be good by Marin. That won't really happen because Zetas, he's been targeting Marin and he's been stopping Marin. He's been stopping Marin from going for that car spray. Successfully, Rosalia Esports, they breach that compound. Can Marin pull off a miracle? Oh, he enters his own Molotov. Marin is under so much pressure. Now it's time to pop in a first aid. Zetas pulls a grenade. Oh, grenade is right on target. Marin survives it. That grenade won't cause him any trouble. Molotov out to come. Marin goes down, goes for the prey fire, makes the connection. Marin pulls another grenade. Well, now the blue zone closes in, and now it's a matter of time. Nikit heading towards the circle very smartly. And now he has to enter open areas. And I guess Nikit is running backwards. But he's on that rock. Zetas now finally closes in. Marin takes him down. And now it's a heal battle. Uh-oh, Marin got late. He's gonna get cooked here. And Marin will be finished out because of the blue zone. And it is all over, ladies and gentlemen. Rose of Leah Esports. They get a winner chicken dinner here with 16 elims, out of which Naked contributes 12. Insane performance. Well, I still remember that moment where Rose of Leah Esports, they grabbed their vehicles and started heading towards the last player. That was Marin of Team Leo. And Zetas did a great job there. Marin is a good player, and he has the potential to trace down a car with his spray. But Zetas, he was dealing so much shot. He's been dealing, he was dealing the retaliation sprays on Marin. That's what stopped Marin from going for the tracing. And Rosalia Esports executed that slam really well. But then Zetas, he fumbled with that close range fight. And eventually, the Rosalia Esports, they made that fight more difficult for them. But Naked, with a smart move, he captured the circle and then went for a heal battle and ended up winning the game. So that's the end. 4 matches I've done, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for today. We'll be meeting in the next tournament. Till then, bye bye, good night, and take care.